Boys and girls, we're up to our third sentence a day sheet for the week. Our focus animal for today is the lion, and I've looked up a few facts again so that we can learn something new about our animal. And I've actually got with me a friend here. Now, it's not a lion, but it is part of the same family. This is my cat. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Hang on. This is my cat, Greg. Oh, he's a bit heavy. This is my cat, Greg. Hey, bud. Do you want to say hi? There we go. There we go. I'll pop him down. Here's some of our facts that I found. They're really interesting. Lions are the only cats that live in groups. A group, or a pride, which is what the name of a group of lions is called, can be up to 30 lions depending on how much food and water is available. Female lions are the main hunters. That's interesting. While they're out looking for food, the male lions guard the pride's territory and their young. A lion's roar can be heard up to 8 kilometres away. Lions scent mark their territory using their wee to create a border. So that's to let other lions know that that's their territory, their area, and they should stay away from it. That's a bit gross though. Lions, so African lions are mostly found in sub-Saharan Africa. They used to be found all over Africa, but now they have mostly disappeared from North Africa and are at risk of extinction, so that means there's no more of them. In West Africa, lions live in savannas and grasslands where some cover and plenty of water can be found. So to try and get away from the heat. Lions hunt for food every few days. They will feed from their kill and then rest until they hunt again. They usually kill medium-sized mammals such as zebra, deer, and wildebeest. They often eat animals which have been killed by another hunter, such as hyenas. What else have I got here? Let's see, have a bit of a scroll. Ooh, lions are the laziest of all the big cats and can sleep for 16 to 20 hours each day. Golly gosh, that's a long time. My cat Greg sleeps for that long sometimes though, so maybe he's just as lazy. Alrighty, we'll leave it there. But maybe you could find out some facts as well, and you can fill myself and Mrs. Montgomery in on Thursday for our Zoom meeting, which I'm so excited about. Let's have a look. Alrighty, our sentence for today says, a lion can roar. A lion can roar. Now, to start off with, we're going to do our sentence up the top here, and I'm going to make some mistakes on purpose. I want to see if you can spot them. Alrighty. How am I going to start this? There's a few mistakes in there. Maybe you can pause the video there and see if you can count how many mistakes you saw while I was writing. So I'm going to have a count now and I'll see how many there are. We've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 mistakes. Alright, our first one, I didn't have a finger space between the word a and lion. There's no finger space. That was silly of me. So that's our first mistake, number 1. If you got that one, you get a point. Now, next mistake is the word can. We've got a capital C at the start. We don't need a capital C for can because it's not the name of a place or a person. Golly gosh. And then my next one, I tried to be a bit sneaky with this one. When I did the letter A up here, I started with the stick first and then did the belly, but that's not how we write our letter A. If I rub that one out, I'm going to write it again so you can see. We do our belly first from the top, and then we do our stick, like that. Alrighty, I'm going to rub it out and we'll write it properly together. Now remember, you can use a whiteboard if you've got one, or you can just use the back of your sheet if you don't have one, that's fine. Let's have a look. Okie doke. Alrighty. So we start in our top left corner. It's a bit tricky for me. I'm going to stand up to do this bit. There we go, that's my capital A. And now I need a finger space here. Lion. Now we need another finger space. Can. And they're all short letters, that's also a sight word. A lion can, another finger space, roar. R-O-A-R. And a full stop at the end. Just a dot, not a big circle. Beautiful. I want you to use your pointing finger and point along as we read our sentence. A lion can roar. Beautiful. I want you to have a go at writing that now, so if you need to pause the video there to have a go at writing on the back of your sheet or on your whiteboard, you can do that now. I'll bring in our camera a little bit closer. There we go. You can pause it there if you need to. Now our next step for our worksheet. I'll bring it up a bit higher. There we go. Okay, so our first bit, we need to make our sentence. So we need to cut it out and glue it in. If you don't have a glue stick or scissors, you can just write your sentence in the right order in the top here. And then I want you to draw a picture of a lion just down the bottom there. Now our next job, draw something else that can roar and complete the sentence. I had a bit of a think about this. And sorry, that's Gregory sneezing. I had a bit of a think about this. I am going to do a tiger because tigers roar, but maybe you could choose a different animal. Maybe you could do a bear. They kind of roar. Have a bit of a think about it. Or you could do a imaginary animal like a dragon. They roar, like in our Emily and the Dragon story. Alrighty, so I'm going to draw my picture of a tiger. Now tigers have got stripes, don't they? So I'm going to draw the outline of my tiger first, like this. I'm just going to do the head of my tiger, I think. I'm going to do an ear here, an ear here. There's its head. One eye. One eye. I'm going to do cartoon eyes just because it makes it look cute. There we go. And then I'll do a little nose. What else do they have on them? They've got whiskers. I'll draw some whiskers. Now at the moment, that just looks like a cat, doesn't it? So we need to draw our stripes now. I'm going to do a stripe just here. Black stripe. I'm going to do one there, one there, one there, there. Colour them in because they've got black stripes. There's my tiger. And if you want, I won't do all of mine because otherwise I'll be here for ages, but you could colour yours in orange like that so that it really looks like a tiger. But you could also do a different animal if you would like as well. That's completely up to you. There we go, so I've started colouring mine in orange, try and stay inside the lines. Alrighty, and then once you've done that, you need to write your new animal in the space down here so that we've got a full sentence again, because at the moment it says a something can roar. But we need to write a tiger can roar. So I'm going to write that in now. T is a tall letter, I is a short letter, G is a long letter, so it goes under the line. See how the tail's gone under the line? E, a tiger can roar. Beautiful. You can pause that one there and then start from where we're up to now for your next sentence a day sheet. Thanks guys, see you next time. Boys and girls, this is our last sentence a day sheet for the week. Golly gosh, you've done so well. Alright, our animal focus for our sentence today is the hippopotamus. That's a big word, isn't it? I bet you can't say that 10 times. Maybe you should pause the video and try. I already tried, it's tricky. Alrighty, I've got some facts for us about hippopotamuses. Hippos are large semi-aquatic mammals with a large barrel-shaped body, short legs, a short tail and an enormous head. They have greyish to muddy brown skin which fades to a pale pink colour underneath. So if you've seen a hippopotamus before, put your hands up. Hopefully it's either on TV or in the zoo. They are considered the second largest land animal on Earth. Males measure around 3.5 metres long and 1.5 metres tall and can weigh up to 3,200 kilos. Oh my gosh, that's as much as 3 small cars. Wow, that's huge. Wonder if you can think of what the largest land animal is. Do you know? Elephant, yes, good job. To stay cool in the blistering African heat, hippos spend most of their day in rivers and lakes. Their eyes, nose and ears are located on the top of their head, which means they can see and breathe whilst submerged in the water. What's more, these super cool creatures sweat an oily red liquid which helps protect their skin from drying. I didn't know that. And acts as a sunblock too. Wow! They wear sunscreen. Their own sunscreen. These magnificent mammals were once found throughout all sub-Saharan Africa. Sadly, populations have declined due to habitat loss and hunting. Today, they are largely confined to protected areas in East African countries. Hippos are most active at night when they forage for food. They are herbivores and eat mostly grass, and boy do they eat grass. In just one night they can guzzle down up to 35 kilos of their favourite grub. Despite their enormous size, hippos are great swimmers and can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes underwater. Don't try that at home. Oh my gosh, that's ages. When completely submerged, their ears and nostrils fold shut to keep water out. That's a bit of a clever trick. Hippos usually live in groups or herds of around 10 to 20 individuals, led by one large dominant male. The other members are females, their young and a few young non-breeding males. Female hippos are called cows, and they give birth every 2 years, usually to a single calf. Soon after birth, the mother and her baby join up with other cows and calves for protection against predators such as crocodiles, lions, and hyenas. In the wild, hippos live for around 40 years. In captivity, they tend to live longer and may reach up to 50 years old. Wow. Alrighty. Now this is a big word to write. I'm going to do our sentence up the top, see if you can spot my mistakes. Let's have a look. Are you ready? Our sentence is, this is a hippopotamus. This is a hippopotamus. Now this sentence has got 3 of our sight words in it. This is a. Wow. So you should be able to write that first part if you know your sight words without even looking at it. Okay, let's have a look. Are we ready? Let's see if I can trick you. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be able to fit hippopotamus there, so I'm going to go down to the next line. Big word. There we go. All done. Perfect. Oh, that doesn't look right. How many mistakes do you think are in my sentence? Have a look. Have a think. Let's count them together. Well, I'll count them first and I'll tell you how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mistakes. You can pause the video and see if you can find them first. Alrighty. My first mistake was that I didn't start in the top left corner. I'm meant to start up here, aren't I? Right at the top of my page. And then the next one in the same start bit, it's meant to be a capital T. Golly gosh, silly me. This needs to be up here, doesn't it, with a capital T because it's at the start of a sentence. Our next word is. Is that how we write the word is? How we spell the word is? No, you know that because you know your sight words. This is a, so I need to have the letter I. I bet you all got that one. This is a hippopotamus. What have I put in that word that shouldn't be there? The capital T. It needs to be a lowercase. We don't put capital T's in the middle of words. Hippopotamus. What a big word. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm going to rub this out and we're going to write the sentence together. You can do it on your whiteboard if you've got one or on the back of your sheet if you don't have one. Here we go. Let's have a look. I'm starting in the top left corner. Capital T. H is a tall letter. Oh, I didn't make that long enough. There we go. That's not very neat. I'm going to go back and fix it. Silly Miss Sharky. Let's try that again. Oh, it's a bit tricky with this. Capital T. Nice and tall. Tall H. This finger space is with an I, not an E. Silly me. This is a... Now, hippopotamus is a big word, so I'm going to do it underneath, but we start on the left side, don't we? Tall letter for the H. I is a short letter with a dot. P is a long letter. We do the stick and then the belly, and we need two of these. Stick and then the belly. And we need an O, and it's a short letter. And we need another P, and it's a long letter. Hippopotamus. And you'll take your time writing this as well. A is a belly and then a stick, and it's a short letter. M is a short letter. U is a short letter. And S. Full stop. Wowzers, that almost took up a whole line on its own. Golly gosh. Okay, you can pause the video there if you would like. I'll hold it up nice and close so that you've got somewhere to pause it on. There you go. And you can copy mine down doing your best work. All right. Now we're going to have a look at our worksheet. Again, it's asking us to build our sentence. You can cut or paste. Hang on, I'll move it up a bit higher. You can cut or paste and put it in the right order. If you don't have scissors or a glue stick, you can just write it up here, and then I want you to draw a picture of a hippo, or your best picture of a hippo. It's okay if it doesn't look like one, they're a bit tricky to draw. Okie doke, and then our next step, it says, write my sentence. So we're going to do it on the line, same as what we did for our, I think it was our lion worksheet. No, our kangaroo worksheet. Okay, so the T is a tall letter, so we start at our block line and we go down to our second dotted line, okay? And then we give it our top because it's a capital letter. Then we do a tall H, and the heel is between the two dotted lines. Our letter I is a short letter, so we do our stick between the two dotted lines, and then we put a dot just above. S is a short letter, so it's between the two dotted lines, this, and then we need a finger space. I is, this is a belly and then a stick. Make sure you've got a finger space. This is a hippopotamus. So we go down here and we start at our block line just here, okay? And we go down to the second dotted line for the H, like that. Hopefully I can fit it on this line. I is a short letter. P goes down to the other block line because it's a long letter. Same again for our next P. Stick and then belly. And the belly is between the two dotted lines. O is between the two dotted lines. Another P. O is between the two dotted lines. And our T goes up to the top block letter. The top block line. Hippopot. A is a short letter. M is a short letter. Oh, I think I'm just going to fit it. U is a short letter. And S is a short letter. And then we finish with a full stop. There we go. I'll hold that in nice and close for you. Beautiful. You can pause that there if you would like and have a go at writing on the correct lines. Awesome work, guys. Now for the last bit down here, I want you to colour in your self-assessment. So checking in with how you think you went with that activity. I'm sure you all gave it your best effort and did a great job. So if you feel like you've done everything that I've asked on here and you've done your best work, I want you to colour in the smiley face that says, I did it. Then we've got our almost there. So maybe you struggled with a few bits and pieces, and that's okay because we're still learning. And then if you need some extra help, either from mum or dad or whoever's at home, or from me when I get to see you next, you can colour that one in, and that is completely okay too. Beautiful. Alrighty, I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.